No, I'm really serious. I think that's a good idea.
Just talking? Well, what's the show about?
It's about nothing.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Frivolous Fandom's new YouTube page. I am Mike.
I'm Kev. And there's Mike.
And there is Kev. We are real, living people with, meat and stuff.
This is what we are. This is what we are. And we're just here, to show you guys. We got this YouTube page. We figure, why not utilize it a little bit? We're usually going to be audio-only format. I mean, obviously, we'll throw some pictures up on the screen, some artwork, things like that. Don't get used to seeing us.
Wait. You mean to tell me that we can put videos
But,
on
yeah,
YouTube?
we can put videos
This isn't
on
like
YouTube.
SoundCloud. This not a PowerPoint
This
presentation.
is the neatest thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
You can put straight-up motion pictures.
This was a good idea. Why didn't people think of this sooner?
People should have thought of this sooner. Clearly, cutting edge as usual. This is a Frivolous Fandom. Always pushing the envelope. But we figured we're going to let you guys know we're making some changes to our formatting because we are on YouTube now. We have more options available to us. But at the same time, we're trying to keep things as close as possible that way, no matter if you prefer to listen to it on SoundCloud, prefer to watch it on YouTube, you're still getting the full experience. So a couple of changes we're making, first and foremost. We're going to go to a bi-weekly release schedule. Mike, care to elaborate on that a little bit?
More grown-up schedules and different. We don't live together anymore, so that kind of makes it difficult for him to just holler across the room like, hey, I need you to write that intro.
Right.
Or for me to holler down from the kitchen like, hey, is the editing done yet?
Right.
No.
Or just get over here and do this real quick. Yeah. And, a big part of that, obviously the scheduling thing, but another part is that we don't want to just be cranking out the content because we're obligated to. So we're like, oh, it's a new week, and we don't really have any ideas. I just feel like with a bi-weekly schedule, it's going to allow us to really flesh out the ideas we have.
Quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity. Because we don't want this, we don't want to just be doing it, going through the motions. Essentially, Mike, we don't want this to turn into, a writer's session for the sitcom Friends.
Alright, people. Season 7's coming up. We need new ideas.
Okay, so just looking at, I'll just start with the best first, I'll lead off strong. I was thinking that perhaps we could have Ross, follow me here, we'd have Ross date Rachel.
Already happened in season 4, 5, and 6. Anything else?
No, wait. Sorry, sir. I think what Jeff was trying to say, we had discussed this beforehand, and he just slipped up a little bit. What we were actually thinking is, what if Rachel gets with Joey?
No, we nothing with Rachel and X. We need actual, original content. Can we do that?
You want fresh ideas. I get it. What if we had Monica, hooking up with Chandler?
They're married. That was season 6's finale. Do you read the script? You wrote the script.
Okay, that's valid. That's fair. So let me come up with what we were actually thinking. Okay, here it is. So, what if Phoebe hooks up with Joey?
So another thing that we are adding is we have a series of recurring questions for our co-hosts.
Yes.
That way, you get to know them and who they are. And these are very soul-piercing questions.
Yeah, these are fashioned after, Rick Grimes' 3 questions from The Walking Dead.
Sheriff Grimes from the Rictatorship.
When's the first time you killed a zombie? Or whatever. When's the first time you killed another person? He's like, 3 questions and I know you. I got you pinned, okay?
Paper or plastic?
Right, and, so these are hard-hitting questions, we're not going to lie. But, it's nothing too bad, just something quick so you can get to know the person. We'll lay them out for you real quick and give them our answers. It's only fair that they know us as their hosts, I suppose. Number 1, which Pokemon would you choose?
Charmander.
Well, how do they know what the Pokemon... Okay, obviously...
There are only 3 to choose from.
Of the 3, yeah, you have 3 answers possible. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander.
Charmander.
Incorrect. Squirtle. That's the right answer. Okay, number 2, best Tom Hanks movie. And this one you really got to think about. And there is no Ryan. They're all amazing, so, really.
Saving Private Ryan.
Wrong. Toy Story. Okay. And then number 3, zombie apocalypse. Which 5 necessities are in your duffel bag? And no Mary Poppins hijinks, okay?
None of
Normal
that.
size bag. Mike, what are we agreed? What are we putting in there?
Canteen.
Okay.
Machete.
Yes, gotta.
A giant can of chocolate pudding.
Gotta have it. Gotta eat.
Some source of light, you know. Mag light.
Maglite.
That we can, like, wind up to recharge. And then Twinkies.
Twinkies?
Now, not for eating. Very important. They are for bartering. Because if we run into a guy like Tallahassee, he'd be like, why should I help you take out all these zombies? What's in it for me? I'd be like, Twinkies.
They'll pay
and then he'll turn into Goku Super Saiyan 3, plow through the zombies, and be like, all right, where are my Twinkies?
So, yes, people will pay a high price for some Twinkies. There you have it. Now you know us, and you're going to get to know the people that we have on the show in an even deeper fashion, but not a creepy fashion. And so, last thing we want to keep you guys updated on, we kind of like the idea of a rotating segment. Now, this is just something short, 5 to 10 minutes at the beginning of the cast, something a little bit more current, because we want our topics to be timeless, meaning for the most part, you can listen to it now, listen to it a month from now, you're going to get something out of it. We don't want it to be like Flavor of the Week or current events, things like that necessarily, but we want to have a rotating segment in there to keep things up to date with, you know, what's happening.
Well, the only cure for going too far down the rabbit hole is to have, like, a stopwatch or an alarm, you know, like, oh, wait, there are things happening in even pop culture, real life stuff and fantasy stuff.
And, you know, we're not a news outlet, we're not critics, but we want to touch on certain things. So just some examples of the rotating segments we're going to work in. Music update. You know, we love music. We want to talk about some music. You know, movie hype. What's coming out soon that we're looking forward to. You know, we don't want to talk about it too much yet.
What are we scared of? What are we terrified for?
Right, because we don't want to talk about it too much, because I don't know if you remember, Mike, we thought After Earth looked incredible when we first saw the preview. Don't act like you didn't. This week in Japan, you know, it's always fun. They're ahead of us in technology and a lot of things, so it's always cool to look at what they're into. The esports report, you know, League of Legends going down right now.
And normal sports once in a while, depending.
We're jocks. We're cool. Okay? So we watch some sports. So that's it. You know, bi-weekly schedule, Rick Grimes 3 questions, rotating segment. Other than that, we're going to be the Frivolous Fandom you guys know and love. Obviously, we're still going to be bringing the humor. Going to be crushing the comedy. No question. Don't even worry about that. Hilarious as always. You know, the only way I could explain this to make it even simpler is imagine that comedy is David. All right? Frivolous Fandom is Goliath.
I thought that I mean, I'm not a biblical scholar, but I think David won.
No. I'm talking about how it should have ended David versus Goliath.
And as we demonstrated, we're also going to be making some skits for you to sprinkle in once in a while.
Why not? You know, don't worry. It's just something fun that we can do now and that we enjoy. But the podcast is obviously still going to be our priority. It's still our focus. It's what we're here to do. So you don't got to worry about that.
You know, though, it's made me realize that a sketch comedy is fundamentally different than, say, a TV show or, you know, stand-up. If it's got too many jokes, it's just a corny set of improv. But if it's not enough jokes, then it's just a short story with some witticisms.
You know what? I actually like where you're going with that. And believe me, I would love to discuss the finer intricacies of sketch comedy. But Mike, that unfortunately sounds like it's going to take more than the next 10 to 15 seconds, which is all we have left for this video.
And you know what that means?
That's another
podcast.